Hi everyone, it's Rose. Somebody asked me about my gypsy background and the sort of things that, that is found in which gypsies. And anyway, so I found this and I want to just read it to you because this sums up my gypsy background. And pondering what gypsy which might be like in a person. So I just want to go through it. Right, mysterious magic, love amulets and crystal ball gazing to peek into the future. Okay. Some dogs next door are driving me mad. While it's true that gypsy witches use these kinds of methods in her magic, in his or her magic, much of this mystical craft has foundations with the practitioner's family in their treasured traditions. The gypsy ancestors were not so fortunate. In the mid-1500s, being found a gypsy was a felony in England. The punishment was death. In this, the nomadic lifestyle of a gypsy probably served their culture through songs and stories. I can remember my grandmother, my granddad and my dad sitting out making because we used to live in caravans all the time here in England, making a fire and sitting outside, skinning a rabbit or something and putting it on the fire and saying these old stories and things. And even my mum and my grandmum. Yeah. Most places treated them as outsiders, so children rarely had any schooling. Yes, like me, no schooling. Just travel very, very much. During the war, Nazis targeted Roman gypsies along with other subsistent groups, which estimated over 20,000, or was it 20 million? I can't see that. Were killed. Yeah, because my mum was only a child in the war, but it even goes on now. I've got cousins over there that are, targeted because they're gypsies. The term gypsy begins appearing in the 16th century. French called the Egyptians, the Spanish, the Gitanos, and the Middle English used Gypcan, I can't say it. All these various tells the story of a historical hiccup. When gypsies appeared in England, people thought them exotic, small writing, and thought they were related to the Egyptians. The truth was, these wandering souls came from Eastern Europe with Indian origin. Process. I can't understand that word. Well, I can, but it's just so small I can't see it. Oh, where's my bloody glasses? Can't see. Anyway, so sadly the word gypsy took an insulting meaning among the Romans. People who were foundation of gypsy tradition, the terms is often applied to any nomadic group. The Europeans outlook the highly predictable, seeing gypsies as long-class people. Now, for thievery, the word gypsy remains with us today, hinting the deception of fraudulent or devilish behaviour. This is why many Romans are hated today. Having said that, the outlook of gypsies changed dramatically over time and is seen as a heritage and a way of living. In this, people practicing gypsies' magic are reclaiming their name, much as witches have the modern world. See, now, people say to me, how do you know you're a gypsy? Well, my mother is a full-blown gypsy. My father wasn't, but my mother was, her family were, and so on. And when my mother married my dad, he was known as a gorgel. And so he was outside, he wasn't a gypsy, and it was a no-no for them to marry outside of their family. The same with me. I was brought up and I married a gorgel, and it was a no-no for me. But I did it because I followed my heart and not the tradition. So yeah, there's a lot to it. But practicing and stuff like that was known about 20 years ago. I could walk up the town and see a woman selling flowers and doing palm reading and all that, but it's not so done today. It is a shame. Anyway, I thought I'd just do that little video because somebody asked me about being a gypsy. Are you born a gypsy? You're not born a witch, I don't believe. Anyone can be one, but not anyone can be a gypsy. You have to be born a gypsy to be in that tradition. You've either got to have two parents or one parent that's a gypsy that you can take on that bloodstream, that bloodline. I mean, there's new age gypsies. They're not the same. They're not like us at all. They're not. So yeah. But there you go. That's a little bit about my heritage and how I was. And it still goes on today. Gypsy life is still today. Although a lot of young people have mixed with gorgels and aubergines, and they've mixed together and married a lot of outside of gypsy life. But there's still a lot of them that take on that and are very strong. Me, I take on both sides. I take on a gorgel side and I take on a traveller side. So I can be both, and I think that's a good thing. Anyway, take care for now, and I'll see you all in my next video. Blessed be.